And that is Micki time. We have new numbers. It's always exciting when you get new numbers.
It is, right?
Especially when they show up on your paycheck.
Yeah, well, this is not that kind of number.
Different kind of numbers, Colleen.
Yeah. These are numbers revealing that Seattle is the top city for one particular generation. And which one is it, Micki?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Dave. Take a listen. Gen X is out and millennials are in. This old house analyst, Taylor Candeloro, breaks down the Census Bureau data. She says Gen Xers in their 40s were the largest group to leave Seattle in 2022, while a bunch of 30-somethings moved in.
We can't confirm for sure based on the data available why exactly Seattle, but we do know that millennials are moving primarily for housing-related reasons.
So why the Emerald City?
Seattle presents probably a pretty solid option for folks who want that dense population feel, but then you want to be able to get outside when you want to.
Nashville came in number 2 for the millennial migration. San Antonio, number 3, mostly because it's Austin's sister city. Candeloro explains why.
Austin and Nashville specifically have strong arts and music culture going. There's a lot to do. There's nightlife, but also tons of things to do during the day. And Austin specifically is a big tech hub.
Just like the Jet City. But back to those 40-somethings. Where'd they go?
The city that we saw have the biggest influx of Gen X, or whose population influx was mostly Gen X, they were the primary mover, was Henderson, Nevada.
Why Henderson?
Forbes is telling me that Nevada chooses not to levy any income taxes at the state level. So that might be part of it.
That and warmer weather. Candeloro says the next round of numbers on who's moving where will be interesting.
Once we have data for 2023, we might see those patterns change. It might have been a lot of optimism that pushed people to these big urban hubs where there's a lot of tech opportunity.
She says labor market changes appear to be the driving force in who lives where. Micki Gamez, Cairo News Radio.
That was you on that report.
Yeah, that was. What? What'd you think it was?
Because you're right there. And
I know. Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I thought we would consult with professional millennial David Burbank.
Is this what happens when you get old? Because I'm a millennial, and now you've dubbed him the millennial of the group.
Well,
he's the younger millennial,
I'm the
though.
young
He's like
millennial,
the
so I got
young
the hot-
millennial.
the
Yeah.
hot
Close to
opinions,
Gen
the
Z.
hot-
He's
I'm
the
the
30-something.
old millennial now?
They
you
would call
are.
it, I think, a geriatric millennial.
Okay, David.
Wow.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
Those are some
wait,
fighting
hang
words.
on. Time out. I think we call it a wiser millennial.
Okay, thank you. I do have the gray hair.
Seasoned millennial.
Okay, sorry, I
So
had to
anyway,
interrupt.
David, what's Seattle's secret for your generation?
I don't know. That's what's odd about this data is if I were asking any of my millennial friends here, they're all, and many of them have already moved away.
Yeah.
They're all saying it's way, way too expensive here. Obviously, they talked about the outdoors and loving that and also loving the urban feel. Those are all great things, but when you can't pay for rent, that's a huge problem.
That's why I think this is an older millennial trend,
Right,
not
yeah.
a younger millennial
Right,
trend.
and
So
it
why are you
might
asking?
be. And it might be, and the 2023 census data should show that what we're experiencing right now, these millennials going, oh, what did I do?
Right.
Because and that's what kind of happened to us, even though I'm Gen X and I moved here during 2021, right before it turned 2022. And luckily we can afford to live here, even though it's pricey. It's not as pricey as New York City. I mean, my friend lives in a 2-2 and she
What's
pays
a 2-2?
2-bedroom, 2-bath.
Okay.
But $1,900 a month.
Where's this at? I would like to.
West Seattle. And she's got a view of Alki Beach. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Very nice. And then, you look at me, and then I'm living in the suburbs, and I've got a mortgage. But if you compare it to my friends in New York City living in a 2-2, they're paying $5,000-$6,000 a month in rent.
New York City is
Yeah,
not.
exactly.
Right.
But here's something else. Gen Z is now old enough, and they're anywhere between 12 and 25, 26. They're moving. A lot of the older Gen Zs are in college now, and they're going to places like D.C. and Chicago. And and boomers are also leaving the Seattle area because they want to be able to retire in a warmer climate.
Arizona.
And they're going to Arizona, they're going to Florida, they're going to
That's crazy.
Texas. Yeah, and some of these
They're
states.
going to run out of water down there, and they're going to wish they had stayed up
And think
there.
about the
Right.
tarantulas. No, thank you.
And the
Tarantulas, I know.
roaches.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and the hurricanes in the southern
Crazy.
warming.
No,
They need to
thank
stay.
you.
Just stay here.
Just stay here.
Right.
But get your houses available. Move to a condo and make homes available to the younger generation for
Agreed. Yes, please.
David's like, please give me a home. This brings up, I think there should be an adopt a grandchild program where if you are a childless boomer in a house, find,
idea.
it could be like a matchmaking service where you will take care of them in their old age just as a child would, but then you get the house.
That's a fantastic idea.
Thank
That
you.
is a great
We're
idea.
creating.
I think it comes because I never had a grandparent.
Yeah, so we're doing that. No, we're doing that in our garage, actually. It's big enough, and we're having a contractor come in, and we're making it a small 1-1.
You're putting your parents in the garage?
And then we're going to rent it out.
Oh, I see.
Oh, to younger. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, we're going to rent it out to some nurses, doctors who move into the area and only need to be here for a couple of months.
Oh, got it.
Because there's a
Problem
hospital
solved.
right down the street.
Can you do that? Can you say only doctors allowed?
Well, we put it on a
Nurses?
certain website and
I
rent
see.
it, and yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Interesting.
We won't
Thank you,
discriminate.
Micki.
Only rich people get to live in our garage.
Oh, stop it. Stop. Well, at least we know rent will get paid. Just kidding.
Is it an
I'm just
insulated
kidding.
garage? Do you have insulation in your garage?
We're going to insulate it. I think he's talking to you, Colleen, though.
I am.
Me?
Yeah.
Not yet, but I will.
I knew it.
Yeah.
All right,
I
let's
don't.
get-
Come
I
on.
know. My garage is not fancy.
Real garages don't have insulation, right, Chris?
That is correct.
Oh,
and they have
geez.
stuff all over the place because that's where you throw everything.
That's right.